Hey, this is Andrew Brown, and we're continuing on with CloudFormation. And we did stack updates, but I want to do one which will be for prevent stack updates. So the idea is that we can add a stack policy that will prevent us from doing stack updates. And my question really is where would that command be? Because there is one called set stack policy if you've already created a stack. But imagine you're deploying for the first time. Could we do that with the deploy command? And so that's what I'm really curious about. I know it's with the create stack command. But I'm just going to see here if it has it. And I do not see one, if I'm not typing it right, I do not see one there. So I'm thinking that if we use the deploy command, then we will have to set the stack policy after the fact that it's been created. So what we'll do is we'll go over to here and we will go and copy, let's say, our stack updates files. Okay, I'll copy this in here. I'm going to bring this into the prevent stack update. We'll say allow. Yes, can paste those in there. And this will be our prevent stack update. And I'll go to this template, and we won't have an S3 bucket. We'll just have a this here. And we learned in our previous video we couldn't do T4 macros, T4G macros in the CA Central 1 region. And that's totally fine. We can just switch this to something else here. But what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and deploy the stack. So I'm going to cd into the CloudFormation prevent stacks one here and do a deploy. And we'll go over to here, give this a refresh. And I'm going to go ahead and let that execute. Go to change sets and execute that change set. Now the next thing I want to do is while that is deploying, I'm going to create a README file here. And we're going to get an example of what we need to do to set a stack policy. So I'm going to grab this link here for you so you don't have to look for it. And then we'll go down to examples. And I think it should be as simple as this. Now we can make our lives a little bit easier by just copying this and doing this in line. So go back to our README here. Where's our README? Did I not just place it in our stack? Oh, you know what? I have two tabs open here. That's why I'm getting confused. But anyway, so, we can reference a file, but I'm just going to do it in line. If you do a single quotation, we can just do that this way. And the idea is that I want to create a statement that is going to deny an update for specific things. And I guess I'm thinking here is that I'm just thinking about this for a moment here. Is that I want to be very specific about what resource it is. This is a logical resource ID bucket. I guess we just say on all resources. That might make our life a little bit easier. But I was trying to think like, okay, how could we set it for a specific one? It looks like it wants the logical resource ID and then / what the type is. But I'm not sure what we would do this for if it was an EC2 instance. Maybe it is that's what this is. This is the prevents updates on to the production database resource. So I think what we can do here is I can go over here and grab this here and then place this here like this. Okay. And then bring this up on here. And so now this should prevent this from getting updated. I got to make that a single quotation. I'm such in the habit of making double backticks, which look very similar. But I think that in theory that this should work. Also probably help if I name this as an MD and not me file, because I don't know what an ME file is. There we go. And so in theory, this should prevent us from doing a stack update. Now, I wonder what other actions we can set here. I don't know if it would show it here. It does not. If we go over to here, what other ones could I set here? And here are our options. So we have update, modify, update, replace, update, delete, or all of update. And so this one is capturing all of these cases. Okay. So if we go back over to here and refresh, this is deployed. So that is in good shape. And so now what I want to do is I want to update the stack, and we'll need the stack name. So I'm going to go over to here and get our stack name. I believe it's just prevent stack update. Yeah, it is. Okay. We'll grab this here. And we'll go ahead and paste this in. And we'll copy this. Now, before we place this anywhere, I'm just curious if it would show us this information anywhere. So I'm just carefully looking. Down below here, we have stack policy. And so notice we have no stack policy applied. I'm going to go ahead and give this a go and hit enter. Hopefully this works. Invalid stack policy. So it does not like something about our stack policy. I think we might be missing a bracket here because I see these two here, but I don't see this one. So let's try that again. That's just my hunch. There we go. And so now if we go back over to our stack, we'll give this a refresh. And so now we have this stack policy in place. And so the idea is that if we change anything, this should fail. I'm hoping that it will. And so I'm going to just change this T2 micro to a T2 small. All right, if you're not comfortable doing that, don't do it. You can just watch me do this. But we'll go ahead and we'll try to do this deploy here and see what happens. So it's trying to create the change set. And it's created the change set. We'll go over to here to our change sets. And we'll click into here. And notice it says replacement conditional. It definitely is going to update this. I can't imagine it wouldn't. And we'll go ahead and give this a go. And so I'm expecting this to not work. And so if we go and take a look at what is happening here, it says the following resources failed to update, action denied by the stack policy. So there you go. That is a way that we can prevent the stack from being updated. Now, the next question is, what would happen if we go ahead and delete the stack manually? Can we do that? We'll allow that from here. We're not necessarily updating it. All right. And so we'll see if that succeeds. And there you go. It's successfully deleted. So it really is when we're just trying to perform an update and what kind of update action it could perform there. So I'll say that this one is done here. We'll just say prevent stack update. And I will see you in the next one, okay? Ciao.